If you're not familiar with the short video platform, then this is the time that you should definitely just Hi guys, my name is Nishita Agarwal and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hey, let's be friends on Instagram and let's just get into the video. Because if you are a content creator and if you like Reels, or if you want to know about Reels, or if you want to know about how you can be increasing your followers, your profile visits and engagement, well, this is the video for you. So let's just get into the tips really quick. So many of you have been like, wait Nishita, when is your video coming up on Reels? Because I really want to hear from you, your views, your opinions, and your thoughts on how I could be, as a content creator, using the new Instagram Reels feature. So if that's something that you're interested in, this video will help you massively. The first tip that I have for you is posting frequency. Now, if you're not very familiar with the short video platform kind of a thing, or if you've never used TikTok, it is really important to understand that unlike YouTube or unlike Instagram, it is really important for you to be consistent, periodic on Reels. Now, again, the reason why you need to, jot down, schedule, and have a consistent plan when it comes to Reels is because once you start getting those followers, once you start getting engagement on one or two videos, people will come back again and again and check if you've posted again, because that's how it works. That's how TikTok works. People liked one video and then they liked another video and then they just went on and on and on. That's like binge watching, right? And if you don't have a lot of content, or if your followers don't really know when your next video is going to come up, well, they will start unfollowing you because they were only following you for your entertainment, for your skills, for your learning, or for your knowledge. And if you don't really show up on a consistent basis, well, you're gonna lose more than win. Second tip for you is posting time. And yes, posting time is super important when it comes to Reels. And the reason I really want you to understand very well why posting time is really important is because the more attention, the more traffic that you get earlier on your Instagram Reels video, the more it has chances of blowing up. Simple, right? Instagram algorithm again and again. Now, really try and understand this very carefully. Let's say majority of your viewers or users or followers are from India. Post at a time when most of the Indian followers are active. Let's say they're active at breakfast time, lunchtime, and dinner time, and that is what I call my BLD formula, which is breakfast, lunch, dinner. So that you can just be, understanding that, okay, on Monday on breakfast time I will be posting, on Tuesday at lunchtime I will be posting, on Wednesday at dinner time I will be posting. So that is how it is going to get you major attraction, and that is how your followers are just going to increase. My third advice for you is hashtagging. And yes, you can use hashtags when it comes to Instagram Reels video. And yes, you need to be using them very accurately, very precisely. Just don't use anything, because again, you need to understand that hashtags play a very important role. Basically, you can think of it as Instagram SEO, and you don't want to miss out on this feature. So, how to go about it? Make sure that you use longer tail keywords, longer tail hashtags rather than short ones. So, let's say you're dancing on a particular song, use the song name as the hashtag. Let's say you're posting a video on Mother's Day or Father's Day, use hashtag Father's Day, use hashtag Mother's Day. Just not that, use hashtag Mother's Day 2020, hashtag Father's Day 2020 to make it more recent. This is also known as the recency formula. That's because people will no longer look at the video if it was posted in 2019, or if it just has like a normal hashtag known as hashtag Mother's Day 2019. But people will be more likely to see it if it has hashtags related to 2020, because it is the recent content. The next tip that I have for you is audio. And yes, as a content creator on Reels, I want you to be using more of original audio rather than audio which people have just been using, or it's going popular. Because here's the deal, you can use all those popular soundtracks that people are using just to get onto the trend, but that will not get you massive followers, or that will not help you get seen a lot. The truth is, you are a content creator, and as a content creator, people want to see your originality. People want to see what you bring to the table. And if you bring original sounds and then people start using it, it just elevates you more and more. And that's exactly what you want. So, as a content creator, always understand you want to be using original stuff more. You can be using the recent popular soundtracks just to get on the trend, but make sure not to copy paste what is actually literally going on with every single video on that particular sound. Make sure to add in your spices, your flavors, so that people understand what different you bring to the table, because people always love diversity. Next tip is audience. And yes, as a content creator, this is one very big mistake that I've seen, that people almost forget that they need to have an audience in mind when they're creating content. A lot of people come up to me and they're like, wait, Nishita, I'm just not growing on Instagram. I'm just not growing. I post, I use hashtags, I do locations, I do alt text, I do blah, 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 but I'm just not growing. And the reason is because if you don't really understand who is going to watch your content, who is going to interact with it, well, nobody is really going to interact with it. Because if you think that a 70-year-old person and a 5-year-old person has the same kind of mentality and will like the same kind of jokes or will like the same kind of style, well, you are mistaken. You're highly mistaken. You always need to understand who is your specific audience, who's going to be really interested in it. It doesn't matter if you're a blogger, vlogger, artist, singer, dancer, or any niche that you belong to, but you really need to understand who is that particular person who's going to be interested in your video, in your style, in your humor, in your tricks and tips, right? And that is exactly how you should be forming your community. So if you are putting out your content and the like-minded people not really joining in, the good people are not really there, that's not really Instagram's mistake, it is your mistake. So focus on who is going to be a part of your audience and just go ahead like that. Next tip is more about how you should be making the right kind of content when it comes to Instagram Reels. Now, we all know that it is a short video platform. What can you be using that will get users' attention and at the same time will not be clickbaity, or at the same time will not be fake, or at the same time will be highly interesting, motivating, or probably just a learning or educational content? Something that you really need to understand is when you're making short videos, you always need to put in your style. If you start copy pasting somebody else's style, it will just show and people will, rather just criticize you or not like you or not respect you the same way. And being a content creator, it is really a bad thing if you just keep on copy pasting to grow and then people understand that you're not really original. So always try and understand that you need to make your content unique. One very cool way to bring in diversity to a platform is by doing this formula. And this is the exact formula that I teach my clients in Magic Content Builder. And yes, I'm letting you on a secret. So let's get into this. The best way that I would say you could be, just making good content that people really stick to is by going on Pinterest. Yes, go on Pinterest. It's just not for pretty pictures. It is such a good way of finding what is really working out for other people and what is not really working out for other people. So find out search queries and make content accordingly. It doesn't matter if you're a blogger, vlogger, or anything. You could be absolutely anything. Just go on Pinterest, do some search queries, figure out what is really on the top, and any pins that you see on the top with a lot of shares, saves, and comments on it, well, that's the kind of topic or that's the kind of content you should be basing your content on. The next tip and the last tip that I have for you in this video is following the trend, but not only that, but also with that also being a trendsetter. Now, why are trends so important and why does everybody on the internet keep talking about trends? A trend could be anything. Denim on denim, dalgona coffee, what to do to save yourself from coronavirus, or absolutely anything. Now, trends could be both good, bad. Trends could also be misconception, myths, or actually right things that are going to help you make you better, right? As a content creator and as an owner of a niche, and think of a niche as more like a house room, you have a lot of people looking at you. and as a person on the internet, you have a voice. So why not use it and influence people in the right way, take them in the right way? So if you see there is a misconception that's going on over and over and over again, let me just quote this one. Everybody knows that ACV or apple cider vinegar is not the best way to lose weight, but still there are so many myths going on the internet at how people lost 8 kgs, 10 kgs, and 20 kgs by just drinking it. What they're doing is they're actually people believe that that is the only thing that they did when they that they only drank ACV and they were able to lose weight, when that is not the truth. They had to do 20 more things. And that's kind of a misconception that's been going on the internet for a very long time now. So, if you've been in that niche, then you should be raising your opinion, raising your voice on that, and that will not only hook you to the trend, but also make people respect you more because you raised your voice on it. So, yes, be a trendsetter, be a trend molder, and make sure that anything that people ask you for, any facts, any questions, make sure to answer it, make sure to make people oriented content rather than making content that only pleases you or makes you happy. And that's it for this video, and I hope that you really liked it. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.